Joe's Adventures here,
Let's go.
and welcome. We are headed towards Bubble Claw World, and it's in the same area, Chinatown and Bel Air. So if you've been to Claw Mania, you've probably heard of this place. All in the same area. This area is mostly the same as the other ones, where $1 is equal to a coin. You get a bonus the more money you put in, and they also have a nice trade-in system like the other ones. And then of course, all their stuff is pretty much it's not authentic. And even the trade-ups are also not authentic. But I mean, I think given, you know, all these locations, I think it's pretty well known that none of this stuff is authentic. It is definitely a place where you just take your kids or even your significant other just to go hang out and have fun. And I think that's the point of all these locations with the claw machine.
It's a little dinosaur.
With that being said, I hope you guys enjoy the video. What I've been doing is marking the wins. So if you guys want to go ahead and skip to the part, you can go to the description, and then I'll have the timestamps for every win there is. Because, you know, I post loses and wins, but for those of you guys who just want to watch the wins only, you can definitely go to the description and click on it to get to the win area. So a lot of times with these videos, I do have to kind of mute the background because they play a lot of copyrighted music, and that's why I always put another audio to kind of drown it out. But with that being said, let's go ahead and talk about the claws a little bit. So many times when I go to a claw machine, I kind of gauge the area and I see how the plushes are stacked up. Over here, it was definitely not overstacked, so you couldn't do like the drag method or pick it up and have like a lucky bounce in or anything like that. So you're at the mercy of the claw machine and the claw itself and the settings. Now, with that being said, most of the claw machine settings were extremely weak until it was time to pay out. And I'm not really a big fan of these places just because, you know, they know what they're doing and you can only win X amount. And it kind of takes the fun away from the kids whenever they're trying to get it, because, you know, they get the good grip, the good claw, the precision, picks up, instantly drops. And that's the one thing I despise the most when I go claw machine. The minute I feel the claw is weak, you kind of have to step away. But my son really wanted the dinosaur one, and luckily the staff was very nice. I told her about it. She kind of moved it for me after I played it a couple times. But again, the claw was very weak until you hit the set payout. Then the grip, of course, got strong. Did my kids have a lot of fun? I would say so, except my youngest, because for some reason he's just scared of walking on the floor in these claw machine areas. But overall, like I said, kids are just naturally attracted to claw machines, and, you know, they have a great time. For those of you guys who actually played at Bubble Claw World, let me know in the comments. Let me know how you did and how many plushes you got. But I do see people there go with friends, and like I said, they have a good time. Just keep your expectations low, and whatever plush you win, just, you know, as I said, just be happy with it. And I think that'll kind of change perspective. But if you're trying to maximize and try to get plushes all the time, this is one of the harder areas to do so. My overall favorite was the giraffe one, because at least it picks it up and it has enough momentum to swing it a little bit. We won the most plushes from that particular machine. The dinosaur machine killed me the most. You guys see me trying to go after it all the time because, like I said, my son gets fixated on the dinosaur machine. So I always want to get him at least one thing that he wants. And that was just the one thing that he actually wanted the entire time. Yay! I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me go ahead and give the ratings for this place. Like I said, the fun factor is definitely there. It was definitely not crowded on a weekday. I have not tried on the weekend, but I'm pretty sure the weekend does get very busy. So overall, my kids did have fun. Unfortunately, I thought I recorded the video where I did eventually win the dinosaur, but I guess I don't have that video. But we spent the most on that. I think we tried like 10 times before we finally ended up getting one. And even then, the claw wasn't strong. The staff moved it for me, and then we got a lucky bouncing because it just happened to pick up and roll that way. But again, pick and choose your claw machines, because there's some that are stronger than the others. I do recommend the giraffe one just because, as you can see, it picks up 3 and it moves a little bit, so you can at least, you know, win something. Overall, I would give it a 7 out of 10 just because sometimes like half the claw machines wouldn't even pick up the stuff. So I did include some of those in the videos where you can see it doesn't even pick up the plush. But Like I said, 7 out of 10 for sure overall, because the kids have fun overall. And like I said, the trade-ins were not as bad. You know, they're not as crazy as like Claw Mania Kingdom 2, where 15 plushies gets you one Pokemon pack. I think that is a little bit outrageous, but over here, it was a little bit more fair, in my opinion.
Now go back.
We have the weak claws that you want to avoid whenever you can. And like I said, this is a great example. The claw went down, didn't even pick up the plush. Those are the ones that you want to avoid. And the ones that do pick up the plushes, like the Giraffe one, those are the ones you want to try to win from. I appreciate all the support. Recently, like I said, it's been a long time since I made videos, but I'm gonna be more consistent. Like I said, full videos on Saturdays, and then shorts should be during the week. I may up more videos. Like I said, my goal is to try to release a video every other day if possible. So again, I appreciate you guys hanging in there, subscribing, liking, and comment. It does help a lot. So again, thank you to the viewers, and I do appreciate it. So here's the trading area. Like I said, the trade itself is not that bad. We ended up trading 8 plushies. We kept the dinosaur one, and we ended up getting a Mario figure, which actually I thought the quality wasn't too bad. And also we got a little Spiderman with the hoodie.
And then you have 3 left?
We'll take the blue shirt, Spider-Man. Yeah.
Alright, here it is.
Alright, thank you. Okay, you ready to say bye-bye? That's what we got here. We got a Mario and a Spider-Man. Looks pretty cool.
Anyways, like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you on the next video.